Good morning, everyone. This is Charalambos Pissouros, Senior Analyst at IronFX, bringing you the morning comment for the 3rd of April. During the Asian morning Tuesday, the Reserve Bank of Australia will announce its rate decision. The forecast is for the RBA to remain on hold once again, a view that we share given that the bank's latest communications suggested that officials are keen to hold rates unchanged for some time. Since the latest gathering, data showed that the unemployment rate rose in February, while retail sales for the same month unexpectedly fell. As such, although we do not expect these data to alter the bank's overall bias, they tilt the risks towards a somewhat dovish narrative. Aussie dollar tumbled during the Asian morning Monday after retail sales for February disappointed. The pair dipped below the 0.7625 barrier, and during the early European morning it looks to be headed towards the key support zone of 0.76. Even though the pair trades within a downward sloping channel since the 17th of March, a clear break below 0.76 is needed to confirm a forthcoming lower low on the 4-hour chart and make us more confident on further downside extensions. For now, we expect the rate to settle around that obstacle and wait for the RBA meeting tonight. A dovish tilt by the bank could prove the trigger for such a dip. Now moving to Japan, the sentiment of Japanese firms improved further in the first quarter, according to the Bank of Japan's quarterly Tankan business survey, which in our view is consistent with the Bank of Japan keeping its current policy framework unchanged for the foreseeable future. The gradual improvement in business conditions diminishes the likelihood for any further easing, but the survey is not strong enough to fuel expectations for an eventual end of Bank of Japan stimulus. With regards to the yen, the currency has strengthened notably in past weeks, perhaps due to fiscal year-end demand by Japanese firms trying to repatriate funds. Considering that the fiscal year is officially over, it would be interesting to see whether this move is reversed in the coming weeks. Another driver of the yen over the coming weeks may be incoming polls with regards to the French election, which have lately shown Le Pen losing ground versus her main rivals. If this continues, we expect Euro-yen to recover some of its recent losses as European political risk diminishes and investors turn away from safe havens. Euro-yen traded lower on Friday, falling below the support now turned into resistance barrier of 119.10. The slide was stopped slightly above the key support obstacle of 118.50. Although the price structure on the 4-hour chart still suggests a short-term downtrend, given our proximity to that key hurdle, we prefer to stand pat for now. The fact that the rate rebounded several times in the past from that zone, combined with the aforementioned fundamentals, make us cautious that another recovery may be on the cards. We prefer to wait for a clear close below 118.50 before we turn our eyes to the downside again. As for today's events, from the UK we get manufacturing PMI for March. The forecast is for the index to have remained unchanged, in which case the reaction in the pound could be limited. In the US, the ISM manufacturing PMI for the month is due out. The figure is forecast to decline somewhat, but to still remain well above 50. As for the rest of the week, on Tuesday during the Asian session, the RBA rate decision will be in focus as we already outlined. On Wednesday, we get the USA ADP employment report for March, and later during the day, the Fed will release the minutes of the March FOMC meeting. On Thursday, we have a relatively light day, while on Friday, the US employment report for March will take center stage. We also get employment data for March from Canada. For more information, please read the full comment on IronFX.com or download our app and get all the information you need to trade. Also, you can follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, or circle us on Google Plus to get more trading ideas. This is Charalambos Pissouros, Senior Analyst at IronFX, wishing you solid trading.